I'm in the park. I found a new friend. As long as Whitney is not using that body to attack me. Before I came into a stupid situation nearly 3 years ago, and there's a woman on planet Earth I do have strong feelings for her, and she got informed about the fact. And that was very embarrassing because she got nearly informed by other creatures which have lived as human beings before because they wanted to help me, but it was not a great help. And since she knows, and since we have it very difficult to communicate with each other directly, um, I'm often sitting in nature, and that's kind of funny. Like that animal is funny. It could be a beautiful moment if you look at it in a beautiful way. But because of all my experience I have with ancestors communication, the universe, and because I got in a big stupid situation in my private life, because other creatures did influence my human body and organized such stupid situation for me, the living man, I'm nearly unable to enjoy a lot of beautiful stuff I was able to enjoy before in life, and that's very sad. And even if I look at this animal here, for me it is both. It can be a funny animal, I can chill here and watch it. I could relax in situations like that years ago when I was in this park. And because I do universal communication and because I get attacked sometimes by animals as well and by the natural surrounding, today I look completely different at nature. Completely different. That is just a small animal, you might think. But if it's used for attack by creatures which have lived as human beings before, for example, they can overtake that body. They can attack you with the maximum power that animal body can get, and they will not stop even if you hurt that biological body. Like the animal itself, it would then stop the attack. But if an attack is taking place organized by creatures which have lived as human beings before, the animal would not stop the attack if the body of the animal is overtaken by creatures, for example, which have lived as human beings before. And I got attacked a couple of times by small animals and bigger animals in my lifetime, and it is very embarrassing. It is very embarrassing, and it can lead to a situation where you sit in a park like this on a beautiful day like that is. And when I started this video, I was thinking about that woman I love. And in the beginning, I thought about producing a video how beautiful it would be when she would be here, if I could spend my lifetime with her a little bit, so that we could get to know each other better. But because I get attacked sometimes, it is not even possible for me to communicate to her that it would be okay if she would be here today. Because there is a higher risk than other people have in their normal life for people like me in general, which are connected with creatures which have lived as human beings before. And because I got attacked often, it is very embarrassing. And there's also one creature, she have lived as a woman before, and I do not trust her. She's very dangerous to me as a living human. She do attack my human body very often, and she do attack me very often with animals as well. There's some videos regarding that already online. But because she did create in the past a situation where I was harmed, confused badly, Without that, I realized that, besides situations where I realized that and where I made it transparent to the public. But she did that undercover also for a longer period to make me look stupid in front of that woman I love, which did not know that I love her before. So she got to know me in one of the most stupid situations ever for me, the living human man, because I was looking so fucked up towards her, so stupid, because my human biological body got influenced so bad by one creature which have lived as a human before, a woman. But also my human body got abused by other creatures in general. That can happen sometimes, and attacks do happen. So, and now I'm sitting here, and I started this video and I wanted to say something beautiful to that woman. And then I just were looking at this animal for a few moments. And then this feeling comes up again that nature is a weapon chamber. And you look completely different towards the natural environment you do live in. Especially if you know that you get attacked in such moments not by the animals themselves, no, by other creatures which do abuse the biological body of these animals to attack you if such situations take place. And for me, it's very sad if that do happens. And if that happened in the past, because I had to kill a few animals to protect my human nerve system. And these animals become like that victims of the creatures which have abused them to attack me, because these animals themselves, they never would have attacked me like they did, because their animal body was taken over or influenced by creatures which have lived as humans before, which do attack me sometimes. Individuals. I get attacked by that female I spoke about very often. And I got in the past attacked by a creature who have lived as a man before, an idiot, who just wanted to mess around with me so that I spent more time with him to mess around with him. But I'm also a strong creature, so I'm not gonna do that. But he gonna pay his bill as soon as I left my human body, as soon as I died, because that creature did rape a couple of women, as far as I know, did abuse my human body and did rape it. And he did torture me inside my human body using the body sharing concept and the symbiotic connection he can use to connect with my human body. So it's a fucked up rapist in my eyes, this creature who have lived as a man before. He was also a musician. He was known as Shakur during his lifetime. So he also attacked me with animals in the past, with bigger animals. So I learned that everything in nature, including my own biological human body, can be used to attack me, to abuse me, or to torture me, or to stress my nerve system. And that is a very bad experience, which always will be with me in my lifetime. And if you have lived a normal life before, without being so connected to the universe and with creatures which have lived as human beings before in a way that you also can see and understand it, then you look completely different at the natural environment. The natural environment where I am is, for me, something I can communicate with. Other creatures which have lived as human beings before can communicate with it. I can use it. Other creatures which have lived as humans before can use it. You can use the natural environment, for example, if you plant a tomato plant to eat something. Creatures which have lived as human beings before can do much more because they can control a huge area of the natural environment. And there are some humans like me with special features, let me call it like that, so which are able to produce data that they are also able to use the natural environment. But me as a human, if I sit here in Bonn in the Rhine, um, I look different at nature than I looked at nature before when I was young and when I enjoyed it often much more to be in the nature. And because it got used so often to stress my nerve system as a human and to attack me, it became a very sad situation sometimes for me to be out in the nature because of that. And well, when I started the video, as I said, I was thinking about a woman I love, and I wanted to say something beautiful, and now that came out. But that's maybe caused by my lifetime experience. So sorry to that woman if you see the video also. Maybe I will share it on a page which is for you, internet page which is for her, so then she can see it and she can understand my living situation a little bit better regarding things like that. When I was young and when I lived my life before, I always loved nature. I loved being out in a natural environment. I loved animals and plants. Humans are sometimes a little bit complicated. Animals also the same, and creatures which have lived as human beings before are sometimes like humans and even worse. I say even worse because I think some creatures which have lived as human beings before, which them did attack me, never would have attacked humans so bad during their lifetime as humans. That's what I think. That's what I think, really. But of course, I do not know because I just know them as creatures which have lived as human beings before. And in these cases I were talking about, I did not get to know them when they were alive as humans. So I cannot make easily my mind up about that. Let me say it like that. So hopefully, if you are interested in universal communication and if you are interested in the living situations I am in, and if you find the video in the internet, so hopefully you can understand if people like me walking through the nature, people which are so connected with ancestors of living humans, so connected with the what's so-called heaven, where creatures which have lived as human beings before, so ancestors of living humans, for example, can use the natural environment to do beautiful stuff or to mess around. Then you look very complex at the natural environment, and it is not easy to enjoy a normal, peaceful, natural environment. It is not so easy like it was before in my lifetime, because I have learned that animals can get abused to attack me, plants can get abused to attack me, temperature can uh, be used to attack me, wind levels can be used to attack me, ice could fall from the sky like little ice rocks that could attack me. There's a lot of stuff with what creatures which have lived as human beings before can cause huge damage in the life of living humans when they do attack, because they can use the complete natural environment as a weapon chamber, including the human bodies. And because I have a lot of lifetime experience, that's the reason why this video became such a sad video. But at the moment I had a very stressful time in the past, and I tried to recover a bit, and I hope after I recovered a bit also from attacks, that I will be able easier to enjoy the natural environment again. So yeah, that's me in the nature. You're Niall Sebastian Power-Sieger. Oh, and regarding that woman, in case I posted on your page, I do miss you. And I just wanted to tell you that. And I wanted to show you that animal which already have left, and wanted to say something funny. But then my lifetime experience came up inside me, and the situation changed because my own feelings changed a bit, and that's why this became a little sad as a video. And sadly, this is not gonna be the only video you're gonna get, which is a little bit sad. Thank you for watching. Your Niall Sebastian Power Sieger to everybody, and stay tuned to The Woman I Love. Stay tuned with your private page, our private page. Live-Projekt, wo ich mein Leben live transparent gemacht habe. Was bedeutet, wenn Verwirrung... Es reicht!